Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? My name is Saeed. Welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing this Wednesday evening? Well, I got some questions I got to answer. Some people's been asking me about OTDL, so I'm going to clarify that. What's going on with OTDL? What's the rules and how the new contract has the OTDL rules set up and who's preferred and all that good stuff. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. So all I do, love to do. Thanks so much for all the comments you all been giving me. Keep giving the channel the thumbs up. Really helps out everything on the algorithm. And just appreciate all you guys do for me. All the support I get. Much respect to everybody who gets on my channel and communicates with me. Appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. You know how much I love comments. So. But other than that, just the questions coming up, I try to answer what's going on, and we'll go from there, guys. Okay, so here's the breakdown of OTDL and who comes in the list, preferred, and everything. So here's a breakdown of USPS rules regarding the overtime desired list, OTDL, and overtime assignment priority based on the information available. Overtime desired list OTDL rules. Voluntary list. The OTDL is a list for full-time employees. Typically sign up for this list at the beginning of each calendar quarter. Two lists potentially. Some sources suggest the possibility of two OTDL lists. One for employees who want to work overtime on any available work. Another, sometimes called a work assignment list, for those who only want to work overtime on their own assignment on regularly scheduled days, meaning on their own route they get enough overtime, they don't want the additional overtime, so they would sign this list. Signing up for work assignment list doesn't obligate or entitle them to overtime on non-scheduled days. Equitable distribution. Management is generally required to make every effort to distribute overtime opportunities equitably among those on OTDL during the quarter. Tracking overtime. Overtime hours worked and opportunities offered are often posted and updated weekly to ensure equitable distribution. Make up overtime. If any OTDL employee who is qualified and available is improperly passed over for overtime, they may be entitled to make up overtime. Maximum hours. Employees on the OTDL may be required to work up to 12 hours in a day and 60 hours in a service week, excluding December, which often has a different set of rules. Removal from the list. Employees can typically remove their names from the OTDL at any time during the quarter. Management preference. This is the big one. There might be a preference from some management to have fewer employees on the OTDL to gain more flexibility in mandating overtime. Who gets overtime first? The general order for offering overtime is as follows. Employees on the overtime desired list, OTDL. Qualified and available employees on the appropriate OTDL are utilized first for overtime work. This is highly how it goes in different stations. So whatever station, the management decides who's here, who's not, and sometimes they give the work all to CCAs and PTFs before even checking the OTDL list. So this highly is the rule anymore. Things are so, I guess you can say messed up, and there's a lot of different stuff going on with the OTDL that managers, quite a few of them, don't even follow. So this is just what the rules are. Corruption is so much. That's the word I was looking for. Corruption. It's all corrupted, and it's not by the rule book anymore. So full-time regular employees not on the OTDL. If there are not enough qualified volunteers on the OTDL, management may then require qualified full-time regular employees not on the list to work overtime on a rotating basis, with the first opportunity typically assigned to junior employee. PTFs employees, after maximizing the use of available full-time employees both on and off the ODDL up to contractual limits, PTF employees would likely be utilized. So then PTFs come after the full-time employees on the ODDL, or if they're not available, then comes the PTFs. City carrier assistants, CCAs, or other non-career employees. Prior to utilizing a CCA for more than 8 hours in a day or 40 hours in a service week, qualified and available employees on the appropriate ODDL should be utilized. There is no requirement to use an ODDL employee at the penalty rate on their second non-scheduled day before using a PSE in excess of 40 hours. Important considerations. Qualifications and availability. The employee must be qualified to perform the work and available when the overtime is needed. Work assignment overtime. For overtime needed on a specific route on a regularly scheduled day, a T6, if applicable, who has signed up for work assignment overtime might be entitled to that overtime. Penalty overtime. Management is not required to utilize ODDL employees at the penalty overtime rate if other qualified ODDL employees who are not yet entitled to penalty overtime are available. Got all that? Good stuff. Penalty overtime is typically paid at 2 times the base straight time under specific circumstances, e.g. working beyond 10 hours in a day or 56 hours in a service week. Outside the December exclusion period. December exclusions. During a consecutive 4-week period in December, the penalty overtime exclusion period. The rules regarding penalty overtime may be different. Another thing I had mentioned in the previous video, I had read somewhere that it's going to be 6 weeks and not 4 weeks. There's something about that didn't sound right, and I researched it even further, and it only said that in one place about the contract, that it's going to be 6 weeks and not 4 weeks. So kind of backtrack on that and leave it at 4, because my extensive research didn't say the contract anywhere else. Was a typo, was what I was reading or something like that. So it's still 4 weeks, guys. My apologies on that. Sometimes things are mixed up, and that I just happened to read something wrong. Thanks, the people in the comments. You all let me know that I had mentioned 6 weeks instead of 4, and you were asking about it to be more specific, and sure enough, you were right. It is still 4 weeks. Thank God. We don't need it to be 6 weeks, but we don't so far. So that's where we're headed. Still 4 weeks in December, so nothing else has changed. Local agreements, LMOUs can modify or add to these general rules, so local practices might vary. In summary, the ODDL is the primary source for overtime assignments. Qualified and available employees on the ODDL are offered overtime before non-OTDL full-time employees. This is wrong too. It's the other way around in most stations now. Non-OTDL employees are axed before the OTDL, so it just depends your station. Everything is corrupted, and this is just whatever the management sees on that particular day, they're going to ask for the overtime. They fill out the splits, shifts, and go accordingly. Nothing on the list is followed like that, specific. So that's just are offered overtime before non-OTDL, who may be mandated on a rotating basis starting with the junior employee. Part-time and non-career employees are generally utilized after maximizing the available full-time workforce. Very untrue. To get the precise rules from the newest current, it would be best to consult the official union documents, APW, NELC websites once they are fully released and implemented, and to discuss specific local practices with your shop steward or local union rep. Hope they cleared up all the questions about OTDL. Basically, once you're on the OTDL, you're okay. You're free to do overtime on a daily basis. Then comes the work assignment who want to do overtime just on their route. They know that it has a little bit of overtime, so they sign the work assignment list well. And then come the PTFs. Once the management looks at all the OTDL, whoever is there on the specific day, then they go to the PTFs, and then come the CCAs. So I think some CCAs were asking me, no, actually some regulars, veteran city carrier, she was asking me that, it's been going on 2 weeks. She hasn't gotten any overtime, and the CCAs and PTFs at her station keep getting all the overtime. And I told her that can be, it's not right at all. Get with your shop steward and file a grievance. Your manager has to utilize the OTDL list first before giving the work to junior CCAs and PTFs. So that's a clear grievance right there, and should be the other way around. So that's it, today's video. I just want to go over the OTDL rules and what applies. Some questions were popping up, so that's what I wanted to go ahead and answer. Today was an 8-hour day. I really don't like 8-hour days. So gotten used to OT, so whenever the 8-hour day comes around every week, what do you guys like 8-hour days? I mean, it's goes pretty quick, and you're kind of in a rush. So that's the part I don't like about it. You're limited. You have to have that in your in your mind all throughout the day. So, but once you're set up on your route, you're comfortable, you know how to easily get 8-hour days. So I just can't seem to like 8-hour days, although they come every week. So I wonder how that went into effect, that how long ago NALC, if any of you all know the history of why they implement the 8-hour days once a week, which contract had this information. I'll do my own research, but just wanted to know which year this was implemented. And it just doesn't need to be there. I mean, we got to be comfortable out there, not have that pressure in your head like, oh, you got to make 8, you got to make 8. So kind of that rush scenario happens. So that's it. Our Mr. Renfro is still doing the rallies. He spoke, I think, in DC a few days ago. So, and my previous video I put on Tyler Vassar. I guess a lot of you guys don't know who he is. So you guys go check it out, the last video. So if he makes a good case for us carriers. He's doing his thing. So he's a shop steward. And he's very informed, knows what he's doing, knows what he talks about. So everything he's a nice young guy. So check out his video, previous one, if you haven't. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to bring up the OTDL rules, and on to the next one, guys. Hope everybody's doing good, and that's it. Stay good. Stay safe out there. Saeed out. We'll catch you on the next time.